Notice body, breathe, settle, just be for a moment. Good. And let's bring the awareness to the torso and notice any pull, any sensations, tightness in the front. So when the hip flexors in the front, around the groin, and as they come up into the abdomen, and also notice the low back and just sense into both of those areas. Good. Bend the knees, feet are as wide as the mat. We drop knees to the left, up through center to the right, sensing in. Very good. Just noticing the hip socket and the low back. And then bring feet in line with knees and hips. You know what's coming, hands on top of the hips. And then feel the pelvis roll forward as the back arches. Notice sacrum. Roll the other way. Lift the tailbone. One more like that, rolling forward and other direction. Good. Bring the knees into the chest. Feel the compression in the knees. Feel the compression in the front of the hips. Notice if it feels quite sticky or maybe full, like it's not folding easily. And then take a roll on the low back, side to side, sensing into the area of that low back and deep, deep into those muscles that we're going to be working today. Good. Let the feet relax. Arms in cactus, feet on floor, backs of hands on the floor and elbows in line with the shoulders. We lift off, rotate through, notice where you land. And again, wow, I'm feeling really good here today. Oh, probably because I do a little run through before class. So I'm like, wow, something feels good here, but I did my large intestine. That's why. Good. Relax arms, turn head left and right and notice. I never thought in my life I'd talk so much in terms of organs, gallbladder, small intestine. Who knew? Very good. We stay on our backs. We stay on our backs. And we begin with some stomach quad work. We're going to lift the right foot over the left knee on the outside of the knee. And it's like a little hook on the outside of the knee. Heel toe left knee out to the left. We need to heel toe it out. Now resist, pushing left knee away. And then that right foot's going to begin to drag into center line. Don't go too far. Release. Resist left knee away, out to the left. And then that right foot is starting to drag in. See if you can bring the awareness to that area where the quad comes up and we connect with the TFL. Just feel, it's actually the IT band, but just feel that band of tissue side of the leg and see if you can connect with that. Yeah. And resist a lot as you come towards the center. So maybe build the resistance as you come in. See if you can continue to anchor down that left back hip. So try not to let it lift. Anchor it down, resisting. Good, a couple more. Make sure that left foot's out to the left. Good. And two more, resisting left leg left. Lots of resistance building up to come in center. I think we need two more now. Resisting. Stay about midway, keep the resistance and a little tiny pulse like a shimmy. Just be with it and shimmy. Release, last one. Resist out to the left, begin to drag in. Find that resistance, stay with it. A little shimmy about midline. Yes, good. Release, let it go. Switching to the other side. Lift left leg up, cross the left foot over the outside of the right knee. Heel toe, right foot out to the right. Resisting right knee right. Keep resisting out. Begin to drag that knee into center using the left foot. Release. Find the resistance at the start. Right knee's going right. Stay with it. Build the resistance now as you come in. Build the resistance as you come into the midline. I want to check in on this guy. Good, Sharon. Yep. Yes, Amy.
Yes, Cheryl. Nancy, try walking that right foot more to the right. Heel toe it out. There you go. Now start the movement, moving the knee more to the right. Bring right knee out to the right. Yeah, more. Yeah, and now if you can bring your foot on the outside of the knee, if you can lower the ankle, there you go, there you go. Now resist right knee out to the right. Right knee's pushing to the right, and the heel of the left is dragging to midline. No, right leg is your target leg, not the left, Nancy. Right leg is target. So resist the right knee out towards the right. Yep, yeah. Push it out to the right. Keep trying to push to the right. Now the left foot drags it into center. Left foot, you're not using your hands on your knee at all. Hands can come down to the floor and relax. Yeah, so right knee's pushing right, drag in with the left. Now you've got it. Now you've got it. Release, let go. Resist right knee right. Drag in, yep. Good, that's why I want to check out in on this one because it can be a bit confusing, this guy. Yeah, good guys. But you knew what was coming, Nancy, because that's the next one. Good. Resisting, see if you can really anchor that right back hip down, build the resistance, come about center line and a little shimmy. So just kind of pulse it a little bit there. And one more like that. Right knee goes more right. See if you can send it more right. Resist, build resistance, come about midway, shimmy. Good, let it go. If your blocks are handy, prop one under your right foot, or you may be okay not having anything under the foot. It's your call. So right foot lifts up slightly, hands come around the left knee now. So we still have the cross of the left leg over the right. Resist right knee into the hands and begin to pull in. Release, resist the knee into the hands, pull in. So in order to get this tissue in the back line, the QL muscle specifically, we want to work the quads and we want to work the urinary bladder. We're also going to do a little targeted work today as well, but we do really have to focus on this lateral hamstring. It's a really important one to work on for the connectivity up in that region. Resist, drag in. We're also going to work psoas and front body. Doing some kidney and sexual today as well. Resist knee away, drag in. And we're getting everything in. We will get everything in. We may run a few minutes late. Resist knee away, drag in. Left knee pushes away, hands begin to pull in. Starting to feel this tissue warm up, connect. Yes. Resist away, drag in, stay with it. Getting a good juicy set of urinary bladder in. Guess what? We sit a ton. Guess what? We drive a lot. We sit a lot. We are on devices a lot. We walk in shoes all the time. So we need to attend to the lateral hamstring. Yes, we do. Resist knee away, drag in. It's really the biggest bang for your buck for most people. If you had to do 5 minutes a day of something, lateral hamstring, do it. It will give you the biggest bang for the buck. Resist away, drag in. If you can do nothing else in your day, do that. Urinary bladder. Good. Resist. One more. Good. Now we're going to let everything come down to the right. So you may want to shift off the block now, or you can pull it up to catch your left foot. So it's like a windshield wash. We're rolling down to the right side. And you can land the left foot on the block or the floor. Hands come around the knee again. Same thing. Pushing knee into hands, starting to drag in. We're in a different rotation here. If this is too much, if it doesn't work for you today, come back to the other version we were just doing. Resist knee into hands, drag in. It's deeper into the glutes, this one. Can you feel that? Yeah. Resist away, pull in. Sometimes I just like to use the right hand only on this and connect the left hand to the back line. Feel that contraction of the lateral hamstring and up into the glute. We can feel that. Yes, resist away, drag in, pushing knee into hand. Even if we move an inch, we're changing the fascia, okay? As long as we're moving with resistance, with lengthening while resisting, we're creating change. Let's do another 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Find a really graceful way to roll back up. We got it. And now we're coming to a couple double leg gallbladders and then something new. So bring knees in tabletop, knees over hips, straight over hips, hands outside the knees, open the legs wide, push knees into the hands, pushing knees out away from you. Use hands to push knees in, release, let go. Push knees into hands, push legs together, release, knees push out, hands push knees together. Good. Gallbladder meridian, IT band, pushing out and push together. Hands are the helper. Legs are target, right? Outside of the leg is firing here, pushing out, and we bring legs together. One more. Good. Now keep legs in tabletop, right hand to the floor for support. Right hand to the floor. Left hand stays outside the knee. Push knee into hand, keep pushing knee into hand. Begin to roll knees down towards the right. Keep pushing knee into hands, roll knees towards the right. It's like that core workout we'd see where we're dropping knees left and right. Release, come up. Another like that. Push left knee into hand, begin to roll down to the right. Still trying to anchor that left hip. So keep rolling, but think of resistance in the left hip. Good. Another one like that. Resisting knee into hand. Keep resisting, roll down to the right. Good. How about one more? We got one more in us. Resisting, roll to the right. Good. We need to do everything on the right side. Find your block and slide it under the left foot. Right ankle crosses over left knee. Hands come outside the knee, right knee. Right knee is now or right leg is our target. Resisting away, drag in. Push knee into the hands, hands drag in. There we are, urinary bladder, second side, warming it up. How does it feel on the left? I bet it feels good, right? Resist knee away, begin to drag in. Yes, so low back stuff, very impacted by urinary bladder and kidneys, the balance to urinary bladder, so it can be helpful to do both. Gallbladder and liver as well, especially around the sacrum. Resisting away, dragging in. Pushing knee into hands and drag in. Stay with it. Yes. Knees resisting at the top. Move very consciously through the movement. When you start to feel that resistance is fading, that's where you stop and you reset. Don't keep moving into lengthening, okay? Stop. Resist that temptation to feel that end range. I know it's very tempting. I mean, sometimes we will a little bit, but just move very consciously. Stop when resistance fades, reset. Last one. Good. Begin to roll down towards the floor now. So the right foot wants to meet the floor. You can slide your block under the right foot. Hands come outside the knee once again, pushing knee away, drag in. So you can use the right hand on floor for support and just use that left to help pull knee in. And really, if you're moving like an inch here, it's okay. Just really get out of that mindset of I'm not moving much. Just resist, move a little. Push knee in the hand, move a little. Yes, hand is moving just as much as you're resisting, okay? Resist away, drag in, working up into that glute region once again. We've got it. Another 3, 2, and 1. Good. Roll knees back up, come back up. Coming back to our tabletop configuration, knees over the hips. Now we place right hand on the outside of the right knee, left hand to the floor for support. Push right knee into right hand. Keep resisting right knee into the hand. Now use the hand to begin to push the legs, rolling down towards the floor. You don't have to go too far. Release, come back. Push knee into right hand. Keep resisting that leg. The right hip's gonna resist as well. Rolling down to floor. Release. Good. Pushing right knee into hand. Rolling towards the floor. I know, it's work. Who told you this was easy? Right knee into hand, not me. I did not tell you this was easy. Roll towards the floor. Last one, that's it, good. Hug the knees in, woo. Rock on low back. Take a roll on up. We're gonna do a little work on the knees on the mat. So if you need to use a stool or a chair, I'll show you the option. But we're gonna come to a little bit of upper body now. So coming to our traditional Sanjiao, landing on the forearms, bringing head over hands, pulling elbows back towards knees and sliding back. Or we're on a stool or a chair and we can place our blocks on it. That's always really nice. And time to take the socks off. We're in business now, people. We're in business now. Socks are off. And we're pulling back. Good. Yes, getting into the upper body a little. We're gonna go back to the low body. We've got a lot more to do. Just trying to touch on a little bit of everything today. Pull elbows back, slide back. Good. Pulling elbows back, slide back. Very good. Stay with this. Noticing if you're feeling called to turn the head to the left or the right. Tune into your body. See what it's giving you. And follow that. Good. I'm coming back to the mat. And we're right at center here. On your next pulse, see if you can bring your head more forward, way over the hands. Pull back there. And one more like that. Come more forward over the hands. Pull back there. Good. Now we're going to begin to work around the clock. Start to bring the hands over to the left corner of the mat. So the left corner is just between both hands. Pull back, slide back, release, come forward. Notice where your head is coming. See if you can bring it more forward on the next pulse. Bring head over fingertips. Pull elbows back. Notice how we're now connecting more with the right rib cage as we come back. See if you can resist that. Pull the hip away as you slide back. Resisting. See if you can get the hip involved, creating counter resistance as you come back. One more. Good. One more pulse over to the left. Come a little more left. Bring head over hands. Pull elbows back. Slide back. Yes. Finding that sweet resistance in the rib cage here as we come back. Yes. Pulling with resistance here. Finding that rib cage connection. Good. Walk back through center. Come to the right corner of your mat. Right corner is right between both hands. Send head over hands. Pull back. Now finding this nice connection down the left side of the ribs. Resisting. And just pulling back. Good. Good, good, good. Yes. See if you can integrate the hip as you pull back. Get it involved. And next one, we bring the hands more right. So way off the side, resisting. And if you're on the stool, same thing, just changing the angle of your arms so that you can bring that openness into the side of the ribs. Last one. Beautiful, hands back through center, little flip of the palms, just a couple of appendix and thymus for us. Pull elbows back towards knees, slide back, release to come forward. Fists are up now, pulling elbows back, slide back. So arms are kind of like train tracks, palms shining up. We pull elbows back and we sit back. You can draw ribs up more. We'll get more connection with the lats. If it's okay in the spine to pull up, okay? Yeah. And last two, pulling up, send ribs back, pardon me, send bum back. And one more. Good. If you're on the mat, send the bum all the way back over the heels, tuck the toes. Tuck toes, bum is over heels. Bring the elbows back slightly, so walk them back, a pulse towards the knees. Punch forward now, punch forward, head over hands. Release, punch forward, head comes over hands. We're driving those fists forward, and as the head comes forward, keep that resistance. You're gonna feel that pressure in the traps. Try to spread shoulder heads. Release, come back. Punching forward. Feel that resistance. Spread the shoulders away from one another. Release, come back. Heels over, pardon me, bum over heels to start. Coming forward, spreading shoulders. Last two. Yes, last one. Punching and spreading. Good, coming to heart. We can use our blocks for this or not. You can just use your hands on the mat. Hands come internal rotation slightly. Squeeze hands together and a little bend, little dip. Release, come up. Squeeze hands together and bending. So they're just turned in. We're trying to kiss the fingertips together at the top, and then we keep that resistance to dip heart towards the floor. Release, come up, squeezing and dipping. Good. Yeah, squeezing and dipping. And last one. Good. Bring blocks wide. If you're using the chair, I'm going to take you to the wall in a moment. Blocks are wide. Same thing, trying to squeeze arms together. Now our hands are nice and wide, squeezing and dipping. Release to come up, squeeze hands and dip. We're not on our knees, we're at the wall with this. Hands are wide, nice and wide, same thing. Squeeze those hands together. Take a little mini push up towards the wall. Release to come out of it. Squeeze hands, bend towards the wall. I lost my ponytail holder. There it is. Hands are nice and wide. Squeeze, little dip. Start away from the wall, squeeze those hands. Bend elbows to come towards the wall. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Good. We're coming up to a lunge position to work large intestine. I'll get you set up on the floor and then I'll meet my people on the chair or stool. So starting in our lunge, bring right knee forward. Wrap the left arm around the outside of the knee. The hand wants to try to stay forward. So left arm is target arm. Right hand wraps around, takes the back of the wrist. This hand's trying to pump this way to the left, and the right is pumping back towards the hip. If you're on the stool, you want to bring the blocks under the right foot. Under right foot, wrap around, hold wrist, same thing, pumping back. Okay, we're gonna amp this up in a minute, but just stay with our large intestine pumps. Resisting left forward, pulling back. Resisting left forward, pulling back. Okay, so here we are in the large intestine. And find some integrity with the spine. If you're in the lunge, notice, I'm just gonna show you on the mat here. Notice if it's kind of easy to collapse down like this. Try to pull up so that you're integrating the knee and elbow and not collapsing in the spine like so, okay? Draw that spine up slightly. It will change the resistance. Now notice here, as we pump, notice how we're only connecting the right arm, the left arm here in the work. I want you to then push down in the back leg. So find the push of the lower leg, left leg into the floor. As you start, keep pushing that lower leg in and see how that connects into the hip and low back as you pump. So resist down with that left leg as you pump. Yes, different. Resist, push down left leg. If you're sitting, just imagine engaging that left hip into the chair. So you're pushing left hip down and finding resistance. So as we pump, we're almost resisting that hip away from us. Yes, finding that bottom leg pushing and resisting and getting some opening here. Yes, we'll do 2 more. Last one. Good. From here, we're staying in our low lunge. Find a block. I'll meet you in seated in a moment. Block under left hand. Pardon me. Begin by sending the hips back slightly. Pull knee forward. So the hips begin back. Pull knee forward on the mat. Left knee is pulling forward. And shine forward. Release. Pull knee, hugging it on the mat. It's going to drag on the mat. And then you begin to move the entire body forward. Coming into front of the hip flexor here. So on this stool, this is going to be the hardest part to coordinate the stool and everything today, but we've got it. We're coming off the side of the chair or stool here, and the top of the foot is on the floor. We're pulling it forward, pulling forward, and then begin to lean back a bit, just a little. Hug the knee forward, lean back. Yes. So left knee is pulling forward, and you really want something under the top of the foot here. Mat, a pillow, something on the floor so it's not hard. Okay. We're going to do 1 more hugging forward. This is getting into the hip flexor here and pushing body forward. Now stay about neutral and keep pulling the knee forward. So you're still connecting, engaging the hip flexor. Same if you're on the stool or chair, you're pulling knee forward. Now we're going to take genie arms, pardon me, genie arms with the right hand on top of the elbow. Right comes on top. Pull the left elbow away from the right, and then keep pulling knee forward and pull elbow over to the right as it's trying to pull out of the hand. Release, let it go. Woo! Take a breath, that's for me. Pull knee forward, pull that left elbow out of the, trying to pull it out of the clasp of the right hand, and then bring the elbow over, and now come down towards the knee. Yep. Pulling forward, resisting elbow away, and kind of coming into a little arc down towards the knee. Yes, so it's the resistance that's key here to engage the back line around the waist as you bend towards the knee. How's that feeling? It's a lot of work, I know. Yeah, good, Gina. Yes, you're doing it. Yeah, that's it, Kim. And anybody, any little angles you want to find as you come down, like as you're coming down, if you want to kind of sway or find a little figure 8, go for it. Hunt out those spots. Yeah. Good. Pulling that knee forward, maybe bringing elbow up, and now kind of circling it down. Resist more. Resist more as you come over to the right. Someone asking a question?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Nancy, Trina, how do you do it if you're not on your knee?
Oh,
My
yeah.
my right knee is aching now, so I need to change. Thank you.
You're on the chair, and we're going to switch to the other side now. And you bring, everybody take a break. Shift your bum over to the left side. Bring the top of the foot to the floor. You want your mat under your foot or a block, something that's softer than the floor. And you're pushing the top of the foot into the floor and pulling knee forward. So you're still hugging forward with that knee. Same thing. Genie arms, this knee is very active. You can't see it, but I'm pulling it forward as I drag. And then I can find that little woo twisty action. Keep resisting, okay? So now we'll take it to the other side. Take a sip of water, everyone. And the left knee's forward. Wrap right elbow around. Take the back of the wrist with the left hand. I'll meet you in seated in a moment. If you're in seated, your blocks are under the left foot and you're doing the same thing. Blocks under left foot, wrapping around, begin pumping. Resist and pump back. So right hand wants to win, it's trying to stay forward. Left hand is going to win, it's pulling back. Right hand wants to win, left hand is going to win. Keep finding integration of elbow and knee here. Keep that spine very active too. Don't collapse down into it. And in a moment, we're going to turn on that right hip. We're turning it on, baby. Yeah. Okay. So now plug down with that right foot. Feel it active, not just the foot, the whole lower leg into the floor. As you twist, we get integration around the back right hip. Yes, we do. Resist. Keep pushing left. Pardon me, right leg down, twist to the left hip. Twisting to left hip, pushing right foot down. And it's as if the right hip wants to push away. Yep. Right hip is very active here, trying to push away. Yes. So seated, we're like this. And we're connecting. Seated, you can connect by pushing the right foot into the floor. Push the right heel down and twist. Yep. Push right heel down and twist. Sorry, I didn't cue that on the other side. Push right heel into the floor, right foot into the floor, twist. One more. Woo! Good. Shake it out. Coming to psoas work. Stay in your lunge on the mat. If you're on the chair, scoot your bum over to the right side, right back foot, top of the foot's on the floor, pulling knee forward. Pull knee forward. On the floor, as you pull the knee forward, have a block under the hand, pull knee forward, and you shift the body forward. Release to come back. On the chair, you pull knee forward and just lean back like an inch. Release. Hug knee forward and lean back an inch. Good. On the mat, we're like this, hugging knee, and then we come into the lunge just a bit. So start with hip back more, bum goes back, pull knee forward, shift forward. See that? Bum is back. Pull knee forward, shift forward. Good. Having a double mat helps a lot, or those knee cushions. I'll try to send out a link to those knee cushions. I use them in studio, they're really good. Okay, that's our last one. And then we're gonna come to the genie arms. So now we place left hand on top of the elbow, and we're trying to escape the elbow away. Push the back knee down, and pardon me, really pushing it forward. So trying to pull knee forward, twisting over, release, pull knee forward. Same thing if you're on the stool. And then you can begin to bring the arms down towards the left knee. Oh, mama, pull knee forward. We're working the sexual meridian. It picks up the breath a lot. So if you're noticing you're out of breath, this is the meridian that does that. Good. Resisting down towards the knee. Again, you can find any little movements if you want, like a little circle, or coming up first, arcing down. Yeah. Yeah. Still finding that resistance, hugging forward. And last one. Really good, guys. This is our hardest one today, I think. Maybe. Let it go, take some water. We're all coming to standing. All coming to standing, and starting with a little bit of hamstring work and building on that. Okay, so we're going to begin with the right foot forward, and let's just do a few central hamstrings, pulling heel back and dipping, soft bend in the knee, pulling heel back, taking some drinky birds, central hamstring. Just a few more, just touching on these because we're building. One more, good. Now take more of a lunge, bend in the right knee, hands behind the head, push the foot into the floor, and I'm talking about the right foot. Push it down into the floor, nice deep bend in the knee. I think you hate this one, Anne, sorry. Pushing foot down and keep resisting head into hands. And then as you come down, keep bending the knee, bend the knee, begin to twist towards the right knee with the left elbow. Release, come up. Take a breath, push foot into floor. The right leg is so active, just holding you up, it's active. Now push head into hands a little, keep resisting and keep bending that knee as you come down. So bend it more, almost like the heel wants to come off the floor. Twist left elbow to right knee. Two more. Resisting. Find that bend in the knee, keep bending it, keep bending it. Heel might feel like it's lifting. Twist elbow to knee. And again, resisting. More urinary bladder here. This one's very effective. Twisting that elbow to the knee. Good. Come on up, shake it out. Take it to the left. So just standard drinky bird, pitching heel forward, soft bend in knee, push heel down and back, a little dip. Just warming up here, get into the central hamstring. And then we move into the other version, which is a little of both, but probably more urinary bladder. Pushing heel down and back, dip, 2, 1. I'll show this one from the side. So now take a bigger lunge. And as you come down with that twist, you keep bending that front knee. Keep bending, okay? Feel the lateral hamstring very active. Hands can come behind the head. If you don't like that, just hold something, a wall. Push the left foot into the floor. As you push the foot in, pull the resistance up into the lateral hamstring. Begin to bend. Keep bending that knee. Curling down. Keep bending the knee. Keep bending knee. Twist right elbow to left knee. Yes, come up. You can use a wall as well, and even just have one hand behind the head for support. That's a really nice option. I didn't think of that earlier. but here I am and it works really nice. Keep bending knee, twist towards the knee. Woo, fascia flow. It sounds so easy, doesn't it? Like we're just running around with ribbons or something. But bend into the knee, that's what I envision. And begin to rinse it out, twisting towards the knee. One more. Bending knee, coming forward, beginning to twist. Keep bending knee, lift heel. Good, good. Double pancreas, feet are about shoulders distance apart, toes are pointed forward or slightly in, pigeon toed. Squeeze heels together, tuck tailbone, bend at the waist. Squeeze heels, tuck tailbone, bend at the waist. Yes, we're warming up this one because do you know what's coming? Does anyone know what's coming? They're like, oh no. Double pancreas turtle. It might be easier than the single, so we'll just do a few. And two more, squeeze at the top, tuck tailbone, squeeze heels, bend. And if you don't want to do double, stay here, stay here. Squeeze heels, tuck tailbone, bend. Double, we're taking a big wide stance. We come into a big squat, hands wrap inside the knees, and you can put the V of the hands behind the heels. Once you're down here, you begin with the head up, squeeze heels together, pull arms into legs, keep squeezing heels together, arms squeeze into legs, begin to lift up. Whoa, mama. Yeah, again, squeeze heels together, arm bones into legs, lift up, keep squeezing arms. You're gonna get into the mid back. Keep squeezing arms. And one more. Big, deep, deep squat. Squeeze heels, and then come up. You got it, guys. Very good. All right. One more standing. This is new, and it's kind of play, but also good. So we're going to begin by crossing the left foot over the right. So you know in yoga we do this, right? Cross one foot and we go like so. We're going to resist that. So we're going to use the left leg as the target leg. It's in front, crossed in front, left in front of right. Now place the weight into the left foot. So find it very active, so much that the right foot's almost doing nothing. It's just kind of teetering, almost balancing just above the floor. I mean, it's on the floor, but you don't notice it. All the weight's into the left foot. Come over, take a hold of the left elbow. Keep trying to hold the elbow. Left elbow wants to escape. Keep escaping. As you lift up, push into the left foot more. Push in more. Lean into it more. Keep resisting away. Lean into it more, and twist over towards the right. Again, like that. Push into the left foot even more. And as you lift up, find more weight into the foot. And bring elbow forward. And one more. Resisting into left foot, lifting left elbow, twisting to right. Good. Change the cross. That's also connecting to the liver meridian, by the way. Cross and gallbladder. Cross the right foot over the left now and find the weight in the right foot. So lean into it slightly. Yeah. Take a hold of the right elbow's pulling down. And as you are pulling up with the left, way more into the right foot. Find way more weight, stretching, pulling up with resistance. Bring elbow forward. Good, two more. Resisting, more weight in the right foot. Lift elbow up, twist over to the left. And one more like that. Resist. And twist, resist and twist. Name of the game today. Let it go, come down to your bums. Take a sip of water. We're not done. Just saying, come to your bums if you thought we were gonna lie down. Sorry. Find your blocks. You need your blocks for this one. Just seeing there's a chat. Oh, good. No worries, Sharisa. Good, good, good. Aw, bless you too. Bless you too. All right. Coming to our seat, we need 2 blocks. We're gonna begin with the right leg extended out. Place 2 blocks under, did I say right leg? Left leg. I'm mirroring you. Left leg out. Put both blocks under the knee. And we want them under the knee so that we can reach the big toe and the arm can come inside the knee. So if we prop ourselves up nicely, that's more accessible, okay? The right leg is just situated comfortably, but at some point we're going to be energizing that leg down into the ground. So just find a good position with it where when you press that knee towards the floor, it feels comfortable, okay? Reach the inside of the left leg and take the big toe. Push the arm bone into the leg here. We begin by curling into the left leg, curl into the left leg, push the left leg into the arm, and now begin to rotate open. Rotate open. Now stay here, push the right leg into the floor, hand behind the head, or just hold the arm up. Push down and curl down. Good. Now resistance is in the left leg. We come back to the left. Push arm bone into leg. Resistance in left leg. We curl open. This is liver. Now we push down with right. And hand can be here or just up. Push down with right. And curl down towards the leg. This is getting into that back line, the QL. Push down. Release. Push arm bone into leg, left leg, back to liver, start curled into the leg. And now we open up, rotate open. This creates the lengthening for liver. Good. Push leg bone down, curl in. Good. We'll take it to the other side and I'll check in with you guys because I know this is new. We did this one once before, but we haven't done it for a long time. Blocks under the right knee, left foot comes in, foot in towards the groin, arm wraps inside the leg, hooks around the big toe, or if you just hold the arm inside the leg, that works too. Curl into the right leg to begin, resist leg bone into arm, keep resisting, and then open elbow up to shine the chest open, keep resisting arm bone in. Now, when we're out here, plug the left leg down. Find that very active in the outer hip and then curl down while plugging. This is our lengthening here. Plugging, 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 plugging. Good. We come back, deliver. Squeeze arm bone into right leg. Begin curled into the right leg. Squeeze, squeeze. Begin to open. And then when the arm comes up, the other leg is pushing down as you curl down in. Yes, and you should feel that into the low back. Side waist. Another one, curling into the inner leg, opening up with resistance. No worries, Kathy. And then push the opposite leg down now as you curl down. Good, guys. Yes, let's do one more. We do an extra one on this side. That's because someone in the room needs an extra one on this side. So that's why. Good. I'll catch up. Squeezing arm bone in. We shine open. And now we push that bottom leg down. Could be nice to have something under this knee too. Next time we'll get a pillow or something. I just realized that would be nice. Good. We are coming to wombat. Have we not done wombat in a long time? We have not. So we're gonna, you're like, what is she talking about? Bend the left knee and you're gonna wrap the left arm inside and hook it on to the low back. If that's not available, just hand on belly, okay? Pushing elbow into left knee. Keep pushing elbow into left knee. Then we begin to heel toe foot around towards the front. This is advanced stuff we're doing today, guys, okay? Release, come open. Hand wraps to the low back. or on the belly. Push elbow in, pushing elbow into knee. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Yes, walking foot around, getting a nice spread in middle back. Release, open up. Pushing elbow. Heel toe foot. Yes, other side. Right knee up, right elbow inside knee. Hand wraps into the low back or on the belly. Push elbow into knee. Begin to walk. Elbow into knee. This is called small intestine wombat. It's in the membership. It's in the variations category on the top page. Push elbow into knee. Find lots of resistance and build it. Build it here as you walk that knee across. So if you started with a 3, build it to a 4. Here, good. And again, push elbow into knee. Yes. Finding that nice spread in the back to walk it across. Good. Both knees up. Both elbows inside knees. Could we look crazier right now? Could we? Maybe. If I have my infrared mask on, we look crazier. I haven't showed you guys that, I don't think. Push knees, elbows into knees, and begin to close the knees an inch or 2. Again, hands can be on the belly. Hands can be on the belly. This is not a big movement here. We're just beginning to bring elbows together. Okay, so start with elbows nice and wide, contract, resist elbows into knees, bring elbows together, and one more. Good. Sit up on your blocks, both blocks. Get your bum up on those blocks. Relax the left knee down, cross the right over the left. Wrap arm around that knee. So left arm wraps around the right knee. Push the right foot into the floor. So it's very active. We're not just hanging out here and stretching. We're pushing right foot down and knee into arm. Now that you have that engagement, begin to twist towards the right. An inch or 2. It's not big. That's what she said. Sorry, I just couldn't resist. It's not a big movement. It's just a little twist to the right. We need to laugh during class, don't we, to get us through it? Resist, knee into elbow, foot into the floor, turn to the right. I can't tell you how much I say those jokes to my daughters. It's obscene. I'm actually terrible in my house. I'm obscene. I grew up with a lot of dirty jokes in my family. I think that's why. Resisting knee into elbow and twist to the right. Good. One more. Pushing foot down, push foot down, twist. Switch it up. Right knee lands down, left crosses over. Now the left foot's pushing into the floor. Right arm comes around, takes the knee, push right arm down. Keep engaging knee into arm as well, and begin to twist. You can also use this hand, floating left hand, on the top of the thigh to help push you away. Give it a try. So resist, push that foot into floor, and now use the left hand to help to twist the body. Yes, 2 more, pushing down, twisting, pushing down, and twisting. Good. Come to your bums. A little pericardium. Why? Because pericardium is associated with stiffness in our body, stiffness in our tissues. Hands behind the bum, nice deep bend of the elbows. Push the hands down and forward towards the heels. Shine chest. We're going to warm up a couple, and then I'm going to show you an advanced version, which you can take if you want, and you don't have to. You can also be on the blocks with your hands. You can also be on fists with your hands, but don't be on fists for the advanced version, okay? It's not a good option. So pushing hands down and towards the heels. Yes. Deep bend, shine chest. Advanced version. As you come into the deep bend, push into the feet, but keep pushing hands. Keep pushing hands and begin to twist a little to the out. So twisting left to left, right to right. Release. Deep bend and elbow. Pushing hands towards feet, lifting up, and a little spin of the hands out. You can do that without the advanced version too. One more. Twisting hands left and right. Good. Find your blanket. And get it up against your wall so that you can sit right against the wall. And not have the baseboard digging in anywhere. So get it right against the wall. You could also use your block. Knees are wide, pushing knees into hands, bring knees together. Pushing knees into hands, bring knees together. Good. And again, this is urinary bladder, double leg, and again. Good. Little kidney, squeeze knees together and open. Squeeze knees together, open with the hands. One more, and then we're taking some single work, which might feel good in the back, okay? So let the right leg, left leg relax. We're only going to be working the right leg and kidney now, so we're going to bring it more towards the left. Hand comes inside the knee. And lean over to the left. Lean over to the left, squeeze knee into hand, and push away, and also feel the right sits bones engaging or active. You may feel a little spread into the low back there. Pushing away. Release. Knee comes in, lean over to the left, push right knee away. Good. You can use the hand on the floor for support. So right hand is supporting you down there. How's this one feeling? Good? And two more. And one more. Good. Switch it up. Right leg under, left leg is target now. Left hand inside left knee. The left knee can come closer to the right, like dip over. You bend to the right, push knee into hand, push away. Release. Squeeze knee into hand, push away. Good. Squeeze knee in, push away. So my tummy is pretty hollowed out here. I'm like this. Okay, so allow that back to curl. We're not looking for straight spine here. And then also use that hand to help ground you. So you push away. And you may feel this up into the back. It's nice. And two more. And one more. And we're already at an hour, but I want to show you one more thing. It's kind of fun. Roll on down to your side. Let's all start on our right side. Left side, because I'm mirroring you. Let's start on our left side. Lift the right leg up. Place the hand under the leg so that you're trying to lift. You can imagine your hands can be here in prayer. You imagine lifting the arm up into the leg. So the knee needs to be pretty close to the shoulder. You're not down here. Bring that knee right into the shoulder and place the hand under the knee, elbow under the knee. And then your hand's just kind of going to float under the foot, or you can wrap it around. But I kind of like to have it just under the arch of the foot. Resist the arm bone into the leg. Keep pushing arm bone into leg. Now use the leg to bring the arm down, as if you want to clap hands. Your hand can also be up here if you prefer. Pushing arm bone in and pushing down. So this should get into some of that rhomboid stuff, maybe, hopefully. And as you're pushing down, hollow the tummy. So allow that back body to curve as you're pushing the arm bone. Allow that tummy to pull in and find that lengthening with resistance. Good. Other side. You guys can just flip around like a pancake. Knee comes up to the shoulder nice and high. Arm inside the leg, elbow inside the knee. Pushing arm into the leg and wrap around if you want. Pushing up into the leg and sandwiching down. Think of clapping hands together. Pushing arm bone, bringing leg down. Pushing arm bone up and leg is smooshing down. Try to hollow that belly as you come down now. Resisting up. Oh yeah. And pushing down. And 2 more. Just because it's fun. It's kind of a fun one. Could we look any crazier? I don't know. I'm going to wear my infrared mask for Halloween for class. Maybe just to start. Just for fun. Last one. You did it. Guys, this was a big class. Anyone who's newish, know that this was a big class. I'm sweating. I'm out of breath. We did a lot. It was long and it was harder than usual. So well done. Alrighty, let's check in. Let's start with the head, turning head left and right, just having a little notice of the neck. We just activated up into those tissues in the upper neck. So you may feel a little bit of like, wow, there's something there, because we just worked that. So we'll let that dissipate, come back to the neck. Elbows in line with the shoulders, backs of the hands on the floor, lift off, rotate down through. What you got? Lift up again, backs of the hands on the floor, palms are facing up, and one more time, rotate down. Nice. Hands on top of the hip bones, arch back away, roll through, tuck, lift tailbone one more time like that. Good. Feet are wide, drop knees left and right. How's that feeling? Good. Bring the knees into the chest. Wow, there's some difference there. I don't know about you guys. Much less compression in the knees for me. More space in the front of the hip. Let's roll on the low back. How's that feeling? Some shifts. Hopefully you guys did too, or do too. Have some shifts happening. Good. Let it relax and maybe turn the head again now and just notice it's a little freer. Good. Let it all settle down. Any residual pulses, movement of energy, bubbles, just let it dissolve. And give yourself a big old pat on the back for that class today. It was tough and you did so well. So acknowledge yourself for your work right now, please. And take one loving breath into your body. Breathe it in. And release. Good. Let's see how everyone's doing.